right, well, hello everybody. Thanks a lot for tuning in to episode 3. Okay, so since last time, we did a couple of things here off camera. Not a whole bunch, and nothing significant. So I kept harvesting some of this wheat, and I expanded the farm a little bit. And we've got our sugarcane going here. And that's really it. So, I've been harvesting the sugarcane because we need to make some paper, and we're going to need to do that this episode. And the other thing I did was I gathered some kelp, and I don't remember if I mentioned kelp earlier on or not, but especially kelp is one of those things that's often overlooked. So in this case, since we're by an ocean, there's some kelp. There was some kelp growing naturally right out there off the edge here. So I went out there and I grabbed some and I planted it down here. And it's really, you just mine it, not the bottom. If you don't take the bottom one, you see how I left it there, then it'll just grow back and it just kind of floats to the top. And as it floats to the top, you just swim around and collect it. It's pretty easy. Okay, so if you haven't done a lot with kelp, the cool thing about kelp is it's a great early game food, and I don't mean because it refills a lot of hunger and it has a lot of saturation. It's just because it's so easy. The other thing about kelp is you, of course, before you can eat it, you have to put it in a furnace, and then you get dried kelp. So you can eat the dried kelp, and the other thing you can do with it is with every 9 dried kelp, you can make a dried kelp block. And the dried kelp blocks you can use as fuel like you do with coal. Now, it's not quite... it doesn't smelt up quite as much as the equivalent amount of coal does. However, if you're by an ocean, it is so easy to get. I mean, that kelp that I just harvested is going to, you can see it looks like some of it might have sprouted again already. It started to grow a little bit. It's so easy to get. So you just grab some from out there, and you can even plant this in a river. So whatever water you got next to you, and you just plant a bunch of it at the bottom, and then it'll grow fairly quick. It's really easy to harvest and build it up quick. So if you're having a little trouble getting enough coal right away to smelt things up, or if you're having trouble finding food, then kelp is a great option. Okay, the other thing that I did off camera was I made a fishing pole, and I did some fishing. I just went right off here, and actually I wanted to show you something. So I went over here, and... well, there's a... hello there, Mr. Drown. We're not going to deal with you right now because I want to go ahead and have a look at this. Oops, that was a miss. Alright, so I ran over here and I was just fishing off of here. I fished for, I don't know, I'm going to say about 40 minutes in real time. And then one thing I noticed, though, when I was fishing was, it was off here somewhere, is... I can't tell. You can kind of see it over here, just above the crosshairs there. Could that possibly be, maybe not, an ocean monument? I don't know. It's hard to tell. So I haven't gone out and had a look yet. But at any rate, oh, hello, Mr. Polar Bear. Great. We're not going to mess with you today. I'm curious what Minecraft decides to do with polar bears. Right now, they're awfully cute. And if you don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. If you do kill them... you just get a couple of pieces of food or something like that. So it's nothing significant, and I think you can breed them, but right now there's no. I'm not aware of any use for them. Okay, so we did fishing, like I said. I'm going to guess about. I didn't time it, but and I didn't record it because it's not so exciting. But it can be very useful. So I right now I don't have an enchanted fishing pole, so I just made a regular old fishing pole. So what is it? 3 sticks and 2 or 3 strings, something like that, to make a fishing pole. Real simple. And this is what I ended up getting. So actually, let me backpedal just for a second. One of the reasons I went after the kelp is because we were my hunger bar was depleting and my health. Had a couple of hearts down, and the only food I had left was this one piece of chicken. So I thought, well, I'm not ready. I've been breeding cows a little bit too as I've been harvesting the farm, and I got a few cows back there now, but I'm not really ready to start farming them for food. So I figured, well, we'll go get some kelp, and then that can double as a fuel source for the furnace, And then I thought, well, hey, I can make a fishing pole too, and that's a great way to get stuff. So anyway, about 45 minutes of real-time fishing. This is what I got. So, and I've cooked these cod already. I'm going to leave the salmon raw because I'll use that to tame some cats, because when you have pet cats, they keep creepers away, which is really cool. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of food. So now we're going to be able to, because ultimately what I want to do with this episode is I want to do some exploring. We haven't really looked around and wandered very far from our starter house, so I want to do a little bit today. So now we have plenty of food, and while fish is not as good of a food source as beef, which is, probably one of the best, if not the best, food source in the game. I know you got golden carrots, but golden carrots aren't so easy to get. Beef is probably the best, but fish is a pretty good source of food, and when you're fishing, you can get quite a bit pretty quick. Okay, so you can see we got some water bottles. We got a couple of enchanted books. Now this one, Respiration 2, Efficiency 3, Punch 1. Nothing too fantastic, but I might enchant an iron helmet with Respiration 2, because if I find any pirate ships or anything like that, Respiration 2 I think gives you an extra 30 seconds. I could be wrong on that, but it's pretty close to that. So also here, Protection 4. So all three of these enchantment options are pretty good on this one. Look at the C3, which is great on a fishing pole. I don't think I'm going to use that just because just by fishing you're likely to get eventually an enchanted fishing pole with Luck of the Sea on it. And Loyalty 3, if I had a trident, that would be a pretty good enchantment right there, because then when you throw your trident, it comes back to you, so that's pretty cool. So that's a pretty good enchantment book, and I got that just from fishing, so that's pretty cool. All right, so got a name tag. That's going to be handy. Pufferfish, that'll be good for some brewing, and some tropical fish, tripwire hook, a saddle. That'll be great because we're going to start exploring. So if we come across, matter of fact, I might put that in my inventory here, because if we come across a fast horse, we can do some exploring on a horse, speed it up. Wooden bowl, some bones, a nullah shell. That's going to be great for making a conduit if we find a heart of the sea. And some various stuff, some leather boots. I think I put a pair of leather boots on just because it's better than nothing. And then I did get 2 enchanted bows, which is pretty cool. So Mending and Punch 1, and Unbreaking 3, Power 3, and Mending 1. I'm probably not gonna, my main bow, I'm looking for one with Infinity on it, and you can't use Infinity and Mending on the same bow. So ultimately, I probably won't use either one of these bows, but in the short term, Unbreaking 3 and Power 3. Now, it does have Curse of Vanishing, so if I'm carrying this bow in my inventory, whether it's in my hotbar or just anywhere down here in my inventory, then if I die, it'll disappear, and I won't be able to get it back because it's got Curse of Vanishing, so that's kind of a drag. But whatever, for a free bow, not too shabby. All right, so that, and then I did get a couple of leads as well, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring a lead with me as well, because if I get a horse, that could be handy while I'm traveling. Okay, so looks like it's dark out, so let's go ahead and sleep real quick. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring one of my own fence posts here, because if I'm out and I get a horse and I got a lead and I need to... Usually the horse won't wander so far, so it's really not that big of a deal. But in the event that I need to leave the horse, have him stay put while I investigate or take a look at something, then a fence post would be handy in case there's not one around. All right, so let's see. We've got plenty of torches already. I'm going to leave sticks in my inventory because I'm going to make some more tools momentarily. So anyway, those are the things that I did off camera. So again, I don't like to... Hello, Mr. Spider. I don't like to do a whole bunch off camera, but some of the stuff is just not all that fun to watch, so that's what I did. Okay, so now, last episode, we got quite a bit of iron here, so I want to go ahead and, oh yeah, and I made a double chest here because we were kind of running out of storage space, and I don't remember if I had put the second furnace in or not, but we got 2 furnaces here at any rate, and having 2 helped me cook the fish up a bit quicker. So in order to make room for the 2 double chests, I just put my crafting table up here. It's pretty cool because it's got the oak plank bottom on it, so it blends right in from there. All right, so we're going to go ahead now, and let's make a full set of armor. Let's get an iron sword, and let's get an iron pickaxe. All right, so that'll be good. So let me go ahead and put some of this stuff away. I'm going to go ahead and clear some of this stuff out. Okay, we're out of room already. All right, so we got some room in this one. I might regret this, but I'm not going to bother bringing... We're going to do some investigating today. So, all right, we already had one iron pickaxe. Now we got two, so that's cool. We're not going to bring any of that stuff with us because I don't plan on doing any mining or anything while we're out. And I suppose if I need to, I can make a new crafting table and make an axe and a shovel if I need to. But at any rate, let's go ahead and put this armor on. We won't be needing those anymore. And boop, boop, boop. Okay, so we need to make a shield too. So what do I need? I need wood and iron for a shield, I believe. So let's see, what am I short here? Let's get some must be wood planks. So let's bring some wood planks in, and there's a shield. Okay, so good. So now we got a shield as well. All right, so now I need to make an item frame. So I'm gonna need some leather there, and I believe it's sticks. So let's have a look. And item frame. Okay, so you're gonna see what an item frame is for shortly. Next up, we're gonna make a cartography table. So I'm gonna need to take some of this, some of the sugar cane here. We need to make some paper. I got to figure out how to get the system to not do that. That's kind of annoying. Okay, so we're going to make as much paper as we can with that stack there. And 39 sheets, that's great. Cartography table, I think, is planks and paper. So let's have a look. Yes, there it is. Cartography table. Okay, great. What we're doing is we're getting ready for our exploration here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll just put the cartography table up right here. That's fine. First thing we need to do is we need a compass. So I need iron and redstone to make a compass. All right, so we have iron because we need to make a locator map. And compass is right there. Boop. And all right, so now we're going to make a locator map. So a locator map is a compass and 8 pieces of paper. So there's our compass. And let's go ahead. Oops, didn't mean to do that. All right, 8 pieces of paper. We're just going to make one empty locator map. Okay, perfect. And now we're going to take... Okay, so first let's go ahead and use it. So we hit the left button here, and not while you're pointing at the door though. And there. So now we look at it. So there you go. So there's our locator map here of our local area. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. We want to expand that out because it's a little too small for our exploration map. So I want to put 4 pieces of paper in here because I want to expand it all the way out. All right, so here now we say what we're going to get. We've got a map here, right? And it's level 0 of 4, as you can see. So if we pull it out here once, it's level 1 of 4. Now if we just keep putting it in here and pulling it out, eventually there's 3 of 4 and here's 4 of 4. All right, now what I like to do is name it. This is going to be our home map. Or let's call it spawn because we may change where home is. So we'll call this our spawn, our map at spawn. All right. Perfect. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to take one more piece here and we're going to go ahead and make an empty map. And if we put this here and then we put our map we just made, now we're going to make a copy of it. So we have 2 of the exact same maps. All right, great. So I'm going to take one of these And we're going to put it in our hotbar for use for a moment. And you can see now it's fully zoomed the map all the way out. So the on map 0, that little area that you're seeing there was the entire map. So by going map 104, 204, etc. until you get 404, now you've got a much larger map that you can use to explore. Now here's the beauty. Okay, so what we're going to do next is I like to do this. Okay, so that's west, right? Let's see. Yeah, so this is north. So we're going to go ahead and start a map wall here. So normally you would do this with some sort of lighted block, and the reason you use lighted block is it makes the map look cooler when it's backlit. But for now, this is just going to be basic, and it's really for navigation. So we're going to go ahead and put an item frame on here, and then we're going to stick the map in here. Now here's the beauty. Now you see how that dot is green, and it's kind of hard to tell right now. Right now I'm going to put this other map in my offhand. All right, so now you can kind of see it there. And what's going to happen is, if I move away, and also you can look at the map, see the map here has a green dot, and the map in my hand has a white dot. Now the white dot you're seeing is me. The green dot that you're seeing on the map that's on the item from there is actually under that white dot. So when I start to run away from home base, there, the green dot reveals itself. So what you're going to get is that green dot will stay put no matter where I go. So when I'm out traveling and exploring, that green dot will show me exactly where home is, so I don't even have to worry about it. So that's perfect. And in that way, I don't have to keep looking at my my coordinates up there. I can simply just look at the map in my offhand, and I'll know exactly where home is when I need to get back. The other thing is, I mean, the idea being that if you're going to explore, you might as well have a record of it. So that way, all the color-coded biomes will be on this map as well. The other thing about doing it like this, if something happens and I die in a way that I can't go back and get this, let's say I fall in lava somewhere, this map that's in my hand will burn up. If that should happen, I can come over here, pull this map down, make another copy of it, and I'll still have all the information, because as the map in my hand updates while we're running around, this map on the map wall is going to update automatically as well. So when we come back from our exploration, whatever we have in the map in our hand here will also be here on the board. And then what's cool is as we fill in this map, then we'll get the adjacent maps, and this map wall can get very large and very cool. Now you might also want to get a series of maps you do a map wall with that aren't zoomed out, because then you get a lot more detailed map of your immediate area. So at any rate, we're almost ready to go here. I wanted to do a couple of things. First of all, well, let's go ahead and eat this one piece of chicken that we have. Oh. Ooh, look at that. We got a zombie down here trying to break in. See, that's why we put the door. Let's go ahead and... There you go. That's why we got a door there. So that they can't come in and surprise us. Is there another one coming? All right. We don't need to get sidetracked with that. Okay, great. So let's go ahead now and we'll go ahead and grab this cooked cod. So we got a great food source. We got some water. It's always best to go exploring with a bed. You don't want to go without a bed, because, man, if it gets dark on you, you're gonna have problems if you can't sleep the night away. Sometimes we are gonna stay up all night because it's gonna be fun to run around and kill stuff. Let's go ahead and put this paper away. We don't need it. We don't need the redstone. Is it getting dark on us? Is that what's happening? It is. So let's go ahead and go sleep. Monsters nearby. Where are they? Are they down here, or are they outside? We've got iron armor now, so we could go out and take care of anything. We're going to take the map out of our hand and put the shield on. And let's go see what's keeping us from sleeping the night away. They must be down underneath, because I don't see anything. Oh, there's a creeper. Hello, Mr. Creeper. I don't want you blowing up my land. There you go. Hello, Skelly. Let's go ahead. Let's see. Oh, there's a spider. A bunch of skeletons. Oh, there's another skeleton. Yeah, they're starting to get popular. All right. So let's go ahead and deal with some of these guys here. This is kind of fun. You put your shield up, and a lot of times they're trying to hit you, but the arrows will bounce off your shield and go back, and they'll hit themselves. There you go. Alright, I know I lost a piece of sugar cane there. That's okay. Alright, let's see. What else we got? Oh, hello, Spidey. Alright, let's go see if things are far... Oh. Well, how did that happen? Oh, he broke down my door from the inside. Okay. That might have been the one that was keeping us from sleeping. We have another door somewhere. Yeah. So let's put another door on. Because we don't want them coming in and surprising us. Alright. Let's see if we can sleep now. Not so lucky. Alright then. So let's just go ahead. And let's just go ahead and let's kill some monsters. The key to staying out late at night, and now I'm not so worried about it at all because we have a full set of iron armor, which is, you know, iron armor is not the best, but it's going to allow you to take some hits without dying. So let's go ahead and get some of these spiders. And we have our shield as well, which is going to help us now. I don't want to get surprised by a creeper. So the trick to staying up at night, once you have just a little bit of armor at least, is to just keep moving. Because the one thing that'll still get you pretty easily is if you're standing still and a creeper comes up behind you and just blows up right from behind you, he can take you out pretty good. So we're going to go ahead. As soon as he shoots, then we... There you go. This is pretty good. So we'll get some good drops. We'll make the best of it overnight here. Oops, I timed that wrong. Alrighty. Oh, there's another monster trying to break down my door in the house, so... Let's see if I can let him out before he breaks my door down. Don't break my door! Oh, there's a creeper there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to run out so that the creeper doesn't blow up in my house. Wandering merchant still looking for trades. That's pretty funny. Alright, hello, Mr. Zombie. Come on down and get some. Alright. So who's coming out of the house? Zombie's coming out of the house. I left the doors open for you. Come on out. Alright. I heard that, I guess what I heard was the llama's walking out. Oh, there's the creeper. Let's stay away from the house. See if we can draw him out. There he goes. We'll draw him away from the house. There we go. Now, I wonder if we got an iron sword. Yeah, so we'd be able to take him out pretty good. Let's see. Let me see if I'm able to close this door now. At some point here, we might be able to hit some sleep. There you go. Make the night pass so we can get to our actual plan for the day. Okay, great. So we got a few drops. Let's clear our inventory out a little bit, and got a bow that's not doing too great and a few arrows. We probably I'm not looking to do a whole lot of combat while I'm out, so that shouldn't be a problem. Let's also make sure that another creeper didn't spawn. Otherwise, I think we're ready to go. So let me just make sure there's no creepers out here that I have to worry about blowing things up. I don't see one. Alright, saw a zombie in the water, Mr. Spider. Spiders won't bug you in the daytime unless you hit them first. Alright, I don't see any creepers imminently wandering around here. So let's go ahead and... Alright, let me just make sure we got everything. We got our bed. We got a couple of weapons. We've got our map. We got a saddle and lead and a fence post in case we find a horse. I think we're looking pretty good. So now it's just a matter of deciding which way we want to go. So sometimes I make a boat and I just go out on the water and kind of fill in the coastlines. Sometimes I just go north and south or east and west and fill the whole map in with stripes. But I think today, I'm just going to wander. I'd really like to find a village, so I just want to kind of wander. I see some trees over there. What are those? At first I thought those might be jungle trees, but I see the way they look like savanna trees. So yeah, that looks like because the jungle trees are straight up and down. So it looks like there's a savanna over there. We're just going to go ahead and wander, and let's see what we can find. And hopefully we find some goodies. So what I'd like to do is, obviously I want to find out what's around here, what kind of biomes. That way we'll find out what kind of resources we can get. I see lots of sand. Are we going to see a desert over there, or is that just a sandy beach? Or I like having the ice because that's going to be handy for maybe some ice road projects, for some speed transportation in the nether. Oh, look at that. We wandered right into a village. That's pretty cool. All right. And not only do we wander into a village, first house right here, blacksmith. So that's pretty cool. Let's go see. What do we got? Oh, an iron pickaxe. We'll take that. We could always use the apples. And I'm going to leave the bread here because we're pretty set on food right now. I will take the iron ingot. Boy, this is pretty close to our base over there, so I'm not going to take the chest. Normally I would take the chest too, but all right, so let's have a look in some of these houses here. All right, so we got nothing. And hello, Mr. Villager. Okay, so what kind of crops we got? So great. So now we'll have access to some carrots. A couple of carrot farms. Do we have any farmers around here? All right, so anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted by finding a village, I was saying I want to find a village. I want to find a village that's got a pretty good variety. Oh, great. Well, I wouldn't have had to make a compass. The compass is great, and some paper is great, but again, this is close to home, and it's not something I need this second, so I wouldn't have had to make a cartography table either. Neat. I want to find a village that's a pretty easy one to light up. This one is a pretty good candidate, actually. I don't see many villagers is the problem here. So we want to have at least a few villagers, and then what I'd like to do for the first village is just light it up, and in case I'm around where stuff might spawn in, because I don't want my villagers to die, pull a couple of the villagers and make a quick little villager breeder, so we always have a population no matter what, and start trading with them, because at some point we're going to do a villager trading post where we'll have all the trades. We'll have a whole bunch of librarian villagers, so we can get any enchant book we want, and but in order to make those trades, we're going to need a lot of emeralds, and the most for sure way to get a lot of emeralds is to start trading with villagers. So we want to have a village not too far from what we end up making as our main base, so we can start trading in any workstations that village is missing. Of course, we will populate, and so we can make all the trades. Okay, so this kind usually has a chest in it. What do we got here? Okay, I'm going to take the apples with me. All right, so great. Right off the bat, that village is pretty close to our starter house, and so that was a pretty good find right off the bat. Okay, and this village is a decent candidate too, because, again, like I said earlier, I don't necessarily want to build a wall around a entire village, but this one would be pretty easy to light up, and there's a lot of open land, because you want to make your villager breeder not right in the village, ideally, just a little bit outside of the village. And then you want to make your trading post a little farther from that, so that the villagers in the village don't take the jobs in your trading post when you're trying to get specific trades. Okay, and we'll much more on that later, and that'll be fun to build, and it'll help us get rich, if you will, so we can afford all kind of enchantments and all that fun stuff. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let's continue. We kind of were going, looks like we were going a little bit northwest, so let's go ahead and continue in that direction. Let's see what else we find. I think, was the water? Yeah, the water's over there because that's the ice. And there's, I see the savanna. Let's head this way and see what kind of stuff we find. All right, a couple of extreme hills, maybe. Maybe this is a Savanna M biome, maybe, which I'm assuming stands for Savanna Mountains. I'm not sure. Maybe plateau. I don't know how. I know in Java there's an easy way to have the system tell you what biome you're in, but in Bedrock here I don't know if maybe there's an easy way. Maybe somebody can leave a note in the comments and let me know if there's an easy way for have the system in Bedrock tell you what biome you're in. This is interesting though, because it's not really, I mean, it's more sand than a beach, but it's not, I don't know if I'd qualify this as a desert. There's some cactus though, which is pretty cool. All right, well, let's wander into the savannah. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a savannah village as well. And also, the reason I'm not collecting a bunch of samplings and stuff right now is because, again, we're finding these biomes, and that village was really close to our starter base. So I don't want to clog up our inventory right off the bat with things I could easily just run over a couple hundred blocks and get. Is that a... Oh, no, for a minute there, that right up there, that looked like a house. I think that's just a tree, though. I was thinking maybe there's a village up there. That would be two villages really close. But I don't think that's the case. All right. Oh, we're getting low on food. We're starving. All right. Sometimes I don't even notice that my hunger is so low until I can't run anymore. All right, so we got a savanna biome here that's kind of coming out to the ocean. Boy, that's a lot of sand over there. Coming out to the ocean. Hello, Mr. Llama. Maybe we'll get lucky and... Well, we left the plains, and that's probably the best place to find a horse. I'm not sure if horses spawn in savannas or not. But sometimes they're in the villages, too. So we could find them there. What is that? Just sugarcane. Looked like out of the corner of my eye, I thought maybe we were coming across a creeper. All right, so let's have a look. Looks like the sun's getting ready to go down. What does that look like over there? Is that? I can't tell if that's if that's a jungle tree or is that more savanna trees over there. We may have to run over there and take a look at that. All right, we're going to go ahead and put our bed down and skip the night because the name of the game on this episode is exploration, not night fighting. All right. So now it's worth noting I've now slept and then picked up that bed, so our respawn point, of course, is going to be at spawn, which is why I built a base there to start, because if something happens, now that I've picked up my respawn point, I'm going to respawn right back at our starter house. So now even when I go and build our first main base somewhere, we're going to leave some resources at that starter house so that if we ever do respawn there, we will respawn, of course, with nothing on our person. I think that might be a jungle. Holy cow. That would be a heck of a find. This is also not that far from spawn. I should have made a boat. But I didn't. So let's go take a look over here and let's see if that in fact, yeah, that's a jungle. That is a jungle. All right. Oh, well, look at that. We've got a sunken ship here. All right. So for this, we're going to go ahead and need to trade out our map for our shield. All right, let's go back up and get some breath here. All right, let's see what we can find. Nothing? Really? All right, we're going to take a look and see if there was anything down low. Let's catch a breath, let our health recover a little bit. Yeah, okay. I see. All right. All right, okay, there we go. There's going to be something in there. Okay, some books, we'll take that. Some feathers, we'll take that. And a treasure map. All right, let's get out of here before we drown. I think because there's only half a ship, there's just going to be that one chest. All right, so let's go ahead and head the rest of the way to the shore here. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a treasure map. We'll take a look at it and see how far the treasure is. I don't want to get too sidetracked. Treasure maps are really cool, but in Bedrock, in Java, there's a pretty dependable way once you get to the X on the treasure map to know exactly where the... oh, a panda. That is really cool. Hello, Mr. Panda. So anyway, and a panda cub. Nice. I don't know what you can do with pandas either, other than just look at them because they're really cool. But really neat panda right here. So there must be some bamboo around as well, which is great. So in Java, when you find a treasure map, there's a pretty good way of once you get to the X, finding out. There's good technique on where exactly the treasure is. I also didn't bring a shovel. Ooh, I see right off there in the distance. Look at that desert temple. Okay, so we're gonna head that way. So in Bedrock, that. A couple times that technique has worked for me. Most of the time it hasn't. So you could spend a lot of time. So for right now, again, since this is also not so far away from where we are, I'm going to go ahead and set that treasure map aside because we could spend the next hour digging into sand. Now, I do want to go there because you can find some great stuff in the buried treasure, right? So you can get your Heart of the Sea, which will get you, since we already have some Nautilus shells, we can build a conduit, which is going to allow us to mine and breathe underwater indefinitely, which is really cool. Very handy for conquering ocean monuments. So definitely high value, but we'll probably dedicate an episode to once we gather up a couple of treasure maps, if they're not too far apart, to just going and digging up treasure and see what we can get. Okay, so I want to go ahead. I got the map back now, so this is in fact a jungle, which is fantastic. Let's see. Yeah, again, this is not that far, so I'm going to go ahead and not worry about, because this is so close, not worry about getting any saplings for now. It's tempting though, because with the cocoa you can get you can use that for brown dye. Well, you can make chocolate chip cookies, and those are kind of fun. But you can make brown dye, which is pretty handy. So we're going to definitely want some, but you know, already you can look at that and see our inventory is half full, and we've not really even done that much. So this is really cool. So we've found a village so far. We found a savanna biome. We found a jungle biome, a sunken treasure, and we have a treasure map to go dig up. Hello, Mr. Parrot. I don't have any seeds on me, and I'm not so worried about getting a parrot yet, but we will one of these times. We're going to collect all the pets. All right, I'm going to head over. Is it just storming, or is it getting night? I think it might just be storming, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and head over. All right, here we are. right, let's find a way in. First thing we're going to do, all right, we're going to go ahead and put our shield back on. Sometimes there's creepers lurking in here, so let's go have a look. Oh, hello there, Mr. Skelly. All right, there you go. Go ahead and hit yourself with your own arrows. I love it. There you go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put a few torches down here. Try to keep things from spawning while we're down there and surprising us either by falling on our head or being up here ready for us when we come back. All right, so not so worried about skeletons now that I have some armor, but yeah, creepers, that's not good. All right, so first thing, we got to break that plate. All right, we'll throw a torch in here to light it up, and let's see what we got. All right, emeralds, nice. Enchantment, what do we got? Depth Strider 1, all right, not great, but we'll take it. All right, some bones. Boy, you know, fishing, you get so many saddles, so I'm not going to worry about that. String, pretty easy to get. Not going to worry about that. I'm going to take the chest, though. I know this is going to make our inventory fill up pretty quick. I don't have an axe on me. All right, so let's see. What do we got here? A diamond. Hello. Some more emeralds. All right, let's go ahead and break this chest. All right. What do we got here? Ooh, nice. Golden apple. Gotta love that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take the chest because, man, chest is just one of those things that I find myself making over and over. I definitely want that golden apple. So let's see. What can I toss out of my inventory? These pressure plates are cheap and easy to make, so we'll get rid of that. All right. What do we got here? A whole lot of not much. So I'm going to go ahead. Well, actually, just by breaking the chest, it'll only collect the chest and the bones because that's what I already have in my inventory. It'll leave behind the rest of the stuff. All right, so I do still have to clear out one more spot because I want to pick up these TNTs. All right, so let's go stand where we're going to collect them and throw something out of our inventory. What are we going to get rid of? We picked up zombie flesh. I don't really need that right now. That's not what I want. There we go. That is what I want. Okay, so there should be more than, there should be 9. 9. Okay, so I'm hearing some, sounds like a drowned as well. All right, let's get out of here. Did I pick up any? Yeah, I picked up some of these. So let's go ahead. We'll tower up using these. And where did we come down? Right over there. Okay. Okay, so okay, we're looking good. Is it dark out? Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah, it looks like it's dark out. So let's go ahead and lay our bed down, go to sleep before something wanders in here and gets us. Okay, so now we've got a full inventory, almost, and I suppose there's a couple things we don't really need. We don't really need the sand right now. We don't really need the spider eye. We can get those fairly easily. We probably don't need the feathers because I'm not really going to worry about making arrows because I'm going to get a bow with infinity on it is the goal. Oh, hello, Mr. Zombie. And we got our shield. Let's go ahead and let the shield help. All right. Okay, there's another one over there. Let's just go ahead and get our map back in our hand, and we are ready to go on our way. All right, so we've got, like I said, just about a full inventory. And this has been a pretty good trip so far. We've got some more desert here. I'm going to go ahead and I don't want this to be too much of a snake. We're finding so much close to home. Let's kind of fill in a little bit more of the map back towards home, and then we'll wander on a slightly different direction from home and see what we get. Oh yeah, there we are. Okay, so let's get back home, and we're gonna go. I tell you what, since we're home, let's go ahead and unload some of this inventory in case we do find something else. All right, I got to be in the habit of closing my door. I mean, that's a really bad habit I have of running in. I just got to put some plates on the ground so that it closes automatically behind me. Okay, great. Yeah, you can see how fast we're accumulating stuff, even though we really haven't done a whole bunch of stuff. But we got room to put more chests around there. And hopefully with the exploring, before too long, we'll find where we want to go ahead and settle down and make our first actual main base. And that'll be a whole bunch of fun, and then we'll have to worry about transporting that stuff over. Okay, where are we at? Sun is starting to go down, but we still got some time. So let's go ahead and see, we started to go up that way. So let's go ahead and fill in a little bit more of this. Keep our eyes out. Usually you can find lots of clay in the rivers, which can be pretty handy for making certain things, and lots of sugar cane along on the borders, so that's pretty handy. All right, looks like we're still in our oak birch forest here. Oh, there we are back at the coast. I'm not going to go ahead and let's go ahead and make sure we at least go all the way to the edge of the map. It looks like it's a little pixelated still, so that we at least know we filled into the edge. That's just like a little OCD thing for me. All right, great. We've definitely filled into the edge now. Now we'll curve around a little bit. Sure is lovely around here. I thought that was a bee's nest out of the corner of my eye there real quick. There's a good mechanic for generating bee's nests. You get if you plant an oak or a birch within 2 blocks of a sapling, you have a 5% chance of getting bee's nest. So that's a good way, in case you're not lucky with Silk Touch and finding a bee's nest to move, you can generate one yourself. That's pretty handy. And look at that. Okay, so we've come across our second village of the day. That's nice. In the famous words of Borat. All right, sun's going down. We're going to go ahead and hop up here and take a quick nap, and then we'll go have a look at that village. We could probably make it to the village, but I don't want anything to spawn in case this is a village I want to do something with. I don't want to have a bunch of mobs spawning there and killing our villagers, so that's why I'm going ahead and sleeping right away. Okay, so we got our bed back. Let's go have a look. Let's see what we find. And again, looking at our green dot where our home is, this is really pretty close as well, so I'm not going to necessarily, I mean, if I find some good stuff, I'll take it. But, all right, let's check this guy. Let's see what, so we got a couple, oh good, couple of farmers. What are you trading for? Okay, carrots. There's some carrots. I could pick some carrots and trade with you. What are you trading for? Let's see, what do you want? You want potatoes. Okay, pretty good. We're going to go ahead. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Don't get mad. We're going to take these. And are you going to replant them or shall I? Okay, I'll replant them. So we got 29. We probably won't get enough to make a trade with the other guy here. I don't want to not replant these. What do we got left? 15. I don't think that's enough. Oh, but there's more. Is that more carrots over there? Or is that beetroot? Yeah, those are beetroots. We are definitely going to bring some carrots with so we can plant them at our base, though. We'll do the same with the beetroots. We'll collect some beetroot seeds. All right, let's replant these here. So now we'll have carrots, beetroots. Maybe they've got some potatoes here too. What do we got? Okay, so we got 13 seeds left. That's great. So that can get us started. So now we can plant, we'll be able to plant carrots, beetroots. We already have wheat. The only thing we need is potatoes. Is there a potato? That looks like it might be potatoes over there. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, don't worry, Mr. Farmer. I'm going to plant them back for you. Don't be mad. Now we're going to have potatoes to plant as well, which is perfect. All right, what are you looking to trade? He's looking for beetroots. Oh, he just wants 15. Okay, great. We're going to go ahead. There we go. Sorry, that's all I got. But as you can see, if we now we know what these guys want. So he wants beetroots, the other guy wants carrots, another guy wanted potatoes. So we're going to start growing those crops, and then we'll be able to come here. And this is a pretty easy village as well to protect. This one, I haven't really gotten a great look. No, okay, I haven't gotten a great look at it yet, but this one might be a little tighter together. So it might be easier to use this as our the first village that we're going to trade with. All right, so let's see. What do we got here? Do we have? I thought I saw a blacksmith, and oh, we do have a blacksmith. All right, great. What do you want to trade? Yeah, coal and emeralds for an axe. So you'd be pretty easy to level up. Oh, and you get a enchanted sword here. Okay, so coal. That's a pretty easy trade. So that's good to know as well. All right, what do you got for us? Look at that. That would have been handy. Okay, I'm going to take the apples. I'm going to go ahead and take the diamond, or the, I wish it was diamond armor. I'm going to go ahead and take the iron armor as well, because iron armor, you can see I haven't done really much, and you can already see it starting to wear, so it'd be good to have some extra iron armor. That'll be fantastic. All right, so is there a librarian? Because that's a great way to get books, because we are going to make an enchantment table before too long here, and if we've got some bookcases around, I would definitely be interested in those. None here. A lot of times this building is a librarian. Okay, we're not going to worry about that stuff. And anything else, sometimes there's more than one of those buildings. I don't see one though. Okay, that's probably about it for this village, it looks like. I'm pretty sure this is the village I'm going to come back and start trading with these guys. There's also a lot of open land around for me to build some pretty sizable farms here. And the 3 trades I saw were carrots, potatoes, and beetroots, so we're going to grow a whole bunch of that right nearby here, so we can come here, mine that up, trade and get a bunch of emeralds. We'll also make a log of all the other, I'll probably do that off camera because that's kind of tedious and kind of boring to watch. I'll just walk up to, oh, there's a horse, great. I'll walk up to all the villagers, find out what they all want, so when I come here, for instance, I'll bring a lot of coal, etc., and we can do a lot of trades. We want to build up our collection of emeralds as fast as possible, because we're, like I said, we're going to build a trading post not too long here, and we need lots of emeralds to make those trades. Okay, so let's get a saddle on this guy, and let's see. Oh, lots of health. Are you fast? You are not fast. Okay, bud, we're gonna go ahead and leave you be. Okay, you're the brown and white one. Let's check this guy out. Let's see if we get any better with him. Come on, we can do it. Let's see those hearts. Come on now. You've got probably quite a bit of health as well. Yeah, you're being a little stubborn. I'm not going to give up. You might as well just go ahead and go with it. There we go. All right, let's see. Let's get the saddle on you, and let's see how you do. You are not a fast horse either. You are not a fast. How about your jump? Your jump is okay, but you're really just not a fast horse. I can almost run this fast. All right, so let's go ahead and take our saddle back. Be free, my friend, be free. Okay. And, you know, it's this episode's starting to run a little bit long, so I think we're going to go ahead and let's see, is there a way we can take home? We're going to go ahead and start heading home. We're going to run to a part of the map we haven't covered yet. So we can fill a little bit of the map in on the way home. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and find something else really good. Again, I'm not so... Normally I would be taking all this hay as well, but what I'm going to do with that hay is when I come back to trade with these farmers, I'm just going to go ahead, turn all that hay into wheat, and trade it to the farmers for emeralds. So that's why I'm leaving the wheat behind. I don't really need it for the food. We're on the ocean. It's pretty easy for us to go fishing. I want to go fishing for the rewards anyway, for the loot, and we will get more food than we really need. So we're probably just going to live on... What do we got over here? Nothing much. We're probably just going to live on fish until we can switch over to beef. And normally I would just live on fish. I mean, it's not the best food, but it's pretty good and it's pretty easy to get. But we have to get leather anyway. So we're going to accumulate quite a bit of beef as we go. You get some good experience for smelting up the beef too. Oh, is that another horse over there? Let's... All right. Hello, Mr. Horsies. Let's give it a try. I like that real deep brown color is pretty cool. Come on, there you go. All right. Get your saddle on. All right, let's go. How we doing? You're definitely faster than the other guys. Oh yeah, you're pretty good. That's decent. All right, how's your jump? Oops, wrong button. Hello. Hop back on. There you go. It's like blazing saddles here for a moment. All right, so let's see what kind of jump do we got. Ooh, you don't have that great of a jump. But you're pretty fast. I like that. I think your jump is good enough. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue our trek home. I do like how fast you are. Alright. We got a little land bridge there. Nice, very nice. Okay. We're not going to be able to... oh, sun's going down. Okay, let's go ahead and... Alright, let's... Alright, let's get a lead. We could probably just sleep real quick, but I'm just playing around here real fast. You're there, you're there. There you go. You can't go anywhere. Okay, great. Alright. Well, good morning. Well, does anybody have... we got our lead back. Anybody got any good name suggestions for the horse? Leave it in the comments. We need a name for our horse. He's not the best jumper, but he is pretty good speed, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep him. All right, we got to head back towards home. There you go. That's the great thing about these maps. Even if you lose your sense of direction, you just look at the map, points you right towards home. I'm going to say that was pretty good. We got a lot more exploring to do. I also want to go back pretty soon here. Maybe we'll do this next time. I want to go back to the, now that I got a little bit of armor, I want to go back into the tunnel we dug and go back into the abandoned mine shaft. Because there's, I'm sure there's chests down there, and that'll be awfully handy. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun to explore when I'm not being such a chicken as well. So let's go ahead and put our fence post down. There you go. And there you go. You got lots of grass here. Thank you, sir, for your services. Okay, so we'll be looking for... We got a name tag by going fishing, so just need a good name for him. So leave me some suggestions, and we'll pick out a name tag a name for our horse. We'll name him, and it'll be a bunch of fun. All right, so that's going to do it for this episode. So, well, that's the wrong button. So thanks a lot for visiting the channel. Greatly appreciate it, and we will see you in the next one.